What? Like, I don't know why I feel nervous, but like, was it at all controversial leaving the Eric Andre show?
No, not controversial. It was the reason I left was because it was a gap in between that just felt a bit unnatural to me to jump back in.
Okay.
Like, because the first 4 seasons were boom, 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 boom.
Right.
And then it wasn't happening for a bit. And so then I thought the show wasn't happening anymore.
Right.
Which is fine too, you know. And so then going back in, it didn't feel, because it was out of rhythm, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things you do in that amount of time, and so
right.
It just jumping back in didn't feel it.
You know, that show's very sort of uncomfortable. You know, you make the guests kind of uncomfortable, at least, like in a comedic way.
Yeah.
Like you sitting there, was that easy for you? Were you like, this is no big deal, like they're uncomfortable, I'm cool? Or were you kind of like feeling awkward or uncomfortable a lot of the time?
Yeah, sometimes, because it's not a normal way to interact with people.
Right. Well, sure.
And so, and it's, cut down too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So so sometimes those are going hour, 2 hours to cut to 2, 3. So, there's sometimes where it is really, really weird or fun. Some of them are, like, Rapper Ninja Warrior was really fun, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the performances, some of the moments are truly like exciting in there. Some of them are weird as hell, and up and down, and then it's cut down, and it's amazing.
Right.
But then some are genuinely, you look at the Rapper Warrior Ninja clip, I'm genuinely laughing at that. That's not me faking. It's
That
just
was
like,
the
I can't
one-
believe this is happening in front of me. And so there's a lot of those type of moments too, or even...
That was the one where the guys were hanging upside down.
Yeah.
I was there for that, and I was like hitting them with tennis balls and shit.
Yeah.
But then again, maybe you did that.
I think you might have did the second one. Did you do the
Yeah,
second
I think
one?
it might have been the second one.
Yeah.
There's a rap
the sequel.
competition. These guys are
Yeah.
hanging upside down, having to rap while they're hanging upside down, and basically being tortured.
Yeah, just doing different things. So that one was, I couldn't, because it felt like, is this, what are the legal ramifications of this? This shouldn't be, somebody's going to get hurt, but although I can't believe this is happening, because a couple of folks was friends too. Danny Brown was there, and, Open Mike Eagles, so it was just, those were wild.
Yeah, when you're hanging upside down, you can't get you're stuck.
Yeah. But like, would you ever go up to someone like after the show, be like, hey, like, sorry, I'm not really like that. It's nice to meet you. This is the real me, like, kind of, or
No, not that much, because I didn't feel that responsibility as the co-host.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I wasn't the driving force, so I didn't.
Right.
I didn't really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really do it like that. Maybe I should have though, because now it is. It is somewhere I'm like, oh, do they think, even if it is television or I win or it was fun, that is, some people's first time meeting me and shit.
Right. Exactly.
In that context, it's a wild show, man. It's a lot of stuff on that cutting room floor for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
believe it.
I feel like that Eric Andre show is reminiscent, like the weirdness of like the old Tom Green show, but just so souped up and on acid. Like,
Yeah.
Well, and Tom Green was like kind of messing with his friends,
Well,
like when he was on that set.
He would go out on the street and really fuck with people.
But Eric Andre is like messing with like famous people,
That's
which is
true,
like
too.
a whole nother level. That
Were
like
people really upset? I mean, they had to have been sometimes.
Some people seem more. Who was really upset? Was it Lou Ferrigno?
I can picture that. I think he's a guy who's
tight.
He almost went full Hulkamania.
Like an earlier season. Yeah, but I wasn't, because of the dynamic, and I'm standing up a lot too, I'm like not fully connected in the experience, if you get what I mean, as far as like
you're like the guy over there.
Yeah, as far as even the guests emotional arc too, you know what I mean? I'm just there like saying random shit, especially if I don't know.
Anybody get pissed and be like, you can't air this, like fuck you guys?
I think that they sign a release form before they start rolling. I mean, that's always the goal. So
yeah, I don't know, because that's you know, on the producer end of the game and all of that, so I'm not dealing with those parts of it. But I'm sure some people were like, because it probably, you know, feels weird afterwards.
So take a shower after.
It's one of those where why did I do that? What am I? You know, you have to question a few things. Like it's a weird. Yeah.
It's called Steve-O's Hot Sauce for Your Butthole. And if you go on Amazon and type in Steve-O's Hot Sauce for Your Butthole and order yourself a bottle, you'd be really helping me. Because right now we're ranked number 30 on all of Amazon. And if you buy a bottle, we might go up the ladder. And that would mean a lot. So please get on Amazon and buy Steve-O's Hot Sauce for Your Butthole. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.